We've got Tampa Bay, Nashville. Good game here, 61-62, no line on this one as of yet. Tampa Bay, give them credit. Nice win last night against Chicago. Chicago played well, but just unable to bury a puck in the net right in that game. Chicago, they had chances, glorious chances at times, but Vasilevsky had one of his better games. Vasilevsky had been teetering a little bit lately, but he was a lot better last night for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Even Jeff Glass, the old journeyman goalie for Chicago, had a pretty good game as well. Really couldn't have been faulted for either goal. Kunitz banks one in off him, and then a picture-perfect shot by Yanni Gourde to put the game away late in the third period. Chicago couldn't get the puck out of their zone. That's been an issue too. Like just at times Chicago gets hemmed in, and it's like a rat race in their own zone. It's like just everybody running around like chickens with heads cut off. And I've seen that a few times with the Blackhawks, and I know Alex has seen it probably a million times more than not that. So that tells you what you see sometimes with Chicago. But let's give Tampa credit. They were struggling a little bit. They're looking to find some confidence. I think without Victor Hedman, they were not doubting themselves, but they hadn't won a game since he got hurt. They got pounded by Calgary 5-1 in the game that he got injured. Then they lost to Vegas decisively. Then they lost to Minnesota decisively. Starting to question themselves a little bit, but they found a way to get 2 points last night on the road against Chicago. Now they're playing the second night of back-to-back games here against this Nashville team. Really, is this potentially a Stanley Cup Finals preview? Maybe. I could make a case for a Tampa Bay Nashville Stanley Cup Finals. It's not out of the realm of possibility. I think Tampa Bay's a real good chance, even with this minor little struggle that they've had recently. The chances to me of them being in a Stanley Cup Final still very, very high. Nashville, I think, has got every opportunity to get there as well. Nashville even, been a little bit more up and down lately, but more up lately. I mean, they've now won 5 in a row after a little bit of an up and down stretch for them. They beat LA, Edmonton, Vegas, Arizona, Florida. Goaltending's been key for them. Their goaltending's been very, very strong. We know Saros had that one really good start against Vegas, and even Pekka Rinne has had a better stretch of play lately. They're giving up shots, 43-40 shots allowed by Nashville, 2 of their last 3 games. Got to clean that up a little bit, but finding ways to win right now on a surging team. So I'm not in love with back in Tampa tonight, even though they got that win, got that confidence back. They're on a back-to-back. They're 2-5. Tampa Bay, second night of back-to-back games this season, which isn't anything to write home about. So in terms of this game right here, I'd be looking at Nashville or nothing. We'll see where that ends up going when puck drop hits, but lean to the Nashville side here in this game. I think it sets up well for them. Again, Tampa 2-5 on the back-to-back spot this season. Andrew McGinnis also involved with the Preds and Lightning, a really good matchup tonight down in Music City. Andrew, what are you looking at in this game?
Yeah, guys, should be a good one here. Tampa Bay 1-6 straight up in their last 7 games when playing Nashville. 0-5 straight up in their last 5 games when playing on the road against Nashville at Bridgestone Arena. Look, when you say this could be a Stanley Cup final matchup, I think it possibly could be. I think Nashville will be there 100% this year. Again, I think they're a lot better of a team than last year. They're a more complete team, and I think they're 100% a playoff team. Still undecided if Tampa Bay has the kind of the playoff team kind of identity yet, and if they have that kind of look to their team so far. And I'll find that out as the season keeps progressing. But let's take a look at their last couple of games here. Last night against Chicago, 2-0 win. Then the 20th, a 5-2 loss to Minnesota. 18th, 4-1 loss to Vegas. 11th, 5-1 loss to Calgary. So look, in my opinion right now, they can only win games if they're putting up massive amount of numbers. This team looks easy to score on right now, guys. Their last couple big wins was right back on the 9th against Carolina, 5-4, and on the 7th, Detroit, 5-2. So, look, you got to be able to win those close games that are low scoring, those 2-1, even 3-2 kind of games. You can't just expect to only win when you put up 5 or 6 goals. That's not how it's going to work. That's not how it's going to work in the playoffs. And that's not how it's going to work when you go into a building like Bridgestone Arena, when sometimes the crowd is so crazy, the players are playing at such high levels like Nashville does at home, that you can't always expect to score 5 or 6 goals. So you got to either do one thing or up your defense or expect to be able to score that much every single night, because right now I don't think they're going to win games, especially like Nashville, by just putting up 1 or 2 goals per game. And looking at Nashville right now, I've been saying this about them kind of for the past couple of weeks here, but I think with the biggest thing with this team, it's kind of like the next man up mentality. Every game, it's someone new making an impact. It's not the same guy you can really count on to kind of carry this team. It's someone new, and I'll it sound like a broken record when I say this, but let's not forget this defensive core that we have. I mean, they're involved in most of the scoring that really goes on, whether it's a first assist or a secondary assist, whatever it is. Even Emelin wasn't always known to be an offensive guy back in the blue line. He's been getting involved now that he's paired with Subban. Ellis and Ekholm still doing their thing. And I honestly, I think Yossi is probably one of my favorite defensemen on the Preds because he's just so good at being a two-way defenseman. So I like Nashville on this one on the money line. I just think that they are way more of a serious and competitive team, and I think this will prove to a lot of people that Tampa Bay isn't this crazy team everyone thinks that they are. Not Nashville will be more fired up for this game, and I think Tampa Bay is will be a little bit tired, and they're not really. I don't think they're really fully dialed in, to be honest with you guys. So right now, I'm seeing minus 115 for Nashville money line, and I'll happily take that.
There we go, Nashville. I agree. That's a good side, I think, tonight in this game against Tampa Bay. Now, Tampa Bay, again, feels a little bit better about themselves after the win last night, but fact remains they've struggled in this scheduling spot. I think they have a chance to have more troubles in this kind of spot tonight as well.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to our channel. Now, we've put a lot of work into producing all these free videos, so please help us out and keep all our content free for you forever by simply liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. Now, not to mention, a visit to our industry-leading website will warm the hearts of all our SBR employees, especially myself. Now, the links are over there to the left, so do check those out. Thanks for watching.